Good morning, everyone. It's Anita Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today's video is about the third guna that I would like to share with you. And this again is from Vedantic tradition, and it's a Sanskrit word, and this word is Sattva, S-A-T-T-V-A, Sattva. And this satvic tendency in a person is this happy medium, and it's a beautiful place to strive for or live. I won't say even striving, because striving is an action which would be rajas. In any case, the hallmark of this space or this energy in a person or this behavior or this action or this thought process or this mood is harmony and purity. Harmony and purity. Isn't that amazing? Now, harmony, purity, and knowledge all fall into this area of Sattva. And I thought I'd share this quotation by Ramana Maharshi. And this is a beautiful quotation to kind of put it together. It says, the Sattvic mind is in fact the absolute consciousness. The object to be witnessed and the witness finally merge together, and absolute consciousness alone reigns supreme. It is not a state of sunya, which is another word, which means blankness, or ignorance, right? So this is, remember that when we're thinking about knowledge, when we're thinking of ignorance to knowledge, which is what a lot of Vedic texts teach, and I will say that all spiritual traditions and all religions teach this, of we don't know something till we know something, right? So if we look at even in terms of math, when kids don't know something and then suddenly know, this is knowledge gained, right? And this is this space of Sattvic. And Sattvic, again, when we're thinking of harmony and purity and knowledge, right? So the nice thing about the knowledge that's gained in this, it's about harmony. So when people learn something and then are teaching, so you can think of parents that are teaching their children something that will help them, right? So it could be as simple as tying their shoes, and it could be getting through their homework, right? As adults even. So that's Sattvic, because there's nothing to be gained except the benefit of the person that's learning, right? And if a person is proud of, I can teach this, I've done this forever and I can do this, it's amazing how well I teach. That moves into a rajas perspective. That's got more of an ego attachment. Or another person can do the exact same action and be like, oh, I might as well do this. I guess I have to. No one else will do it. That space would be more tamasic, right? So it's kind of it's that sluggish energy that's doing it. It's doing the exact same action, a different energy behind it, right? And so today I thought that I would also share with you this wonderful quotation that I came across. Oh, I should find out who this is by. This quotation is by Noam Chomsky, so you might know that name. And I wanted to make sure that I share this with you because there's something about creation that happens from this Sattvic space. And so I would like to help plant a seed of creation in your mind, because whatever you're working on today or through the year, there will be some creativity behind it, right? And this is, I will say, coming from that Sattvic place, or can come from that Sattvic place. Remember that you can create a new project at work, but your boss told you to do it and you're going to do it, and you see that energy, right? So that would be tamasic state. And you could do something because, oh, I just know I'm going to make so much money on this, right? And that's a rajasic state, more ego involvement, what's in it for me. And then there is this Sattvic state, which really is just doing because it's right. It's something, perhaps you've gained a knowledge, you want to create something. It's out of a loving space. And remember that purity, harmony, and knowledge was all together in this space. And knowledge in this space, or even purity. I'm going to speak about purity since I've spoken a little bit about knowledge. We think about purity. What is the purity that comes from this space? You will know it when what is being done is from the heart. It's from the heart, not from the mind of thinking, I know I'm going to have some advantage. It could be from an investment you're making. It could be from any help that you're giving someone. And that's coming from the space of, because then they owe me one, so they're going to have to help me next time, right? That's a different space. That's more rajasic. And then it's that, oh, I guess I have to do it. It's more the tamasic, from the purity space of this sattvic space. It's the desire to do it because it is the right thing. It is, and I shouldn't even say desire, I'm going to say it is the intention to do it because it is the right thing. It comes from that pure heart space where no one has to tell you to do it, and there's no real gain in it except the fact that it's the right thing to do. And so this is this space. And I thought I'd use this quotation by Noam Chomsky to finish. Before that, of course, I'll ask you to spend 5 minutes after this video and see, what is it? Is there one thing that you can think of that you do in a day, maybe in a week, but I hope it's every day, that you know that comes from that pure space? And it could be helping your child. It could be helping your parent. It could be helping a coworker. It could be helping yourself that's coming from that pure space. So I hope that you'll think about that for 5 minutes. The quotation here says, "A fundamental element of human nature is the need for creative work, for creative inquiry, for free creation without the arbitrary limiting effects of coercive institutions. A decent society should maximize the possibilities for this fundamental human characteristic to be realized." Now remember that when we're looking at all of these sorts of Vedic teachings, we're thinking about that term realization or enlightenment or wisdom even. Even when we think about without Vedic tradition, if we're thinking about the average person, there is this desire for wisdom, this intention for creation, for this awareness that can come to us and through us, right? So I like to be reminding people, I'd like to help remind you that a lot of times when we get caught up in whether institutions or our day-to-day life experience or what has been fed to us from our family experiences, from our work experiences, from our maybe not great knowledge, our training up till now about what is the way things should be done, it loses some of that creative edge that we actually have within ourselves. And today I would love for you to see that creative edge of purity, of creation, of knowledge, and honestly, of your sattvic nature. So I hope that you will spend 5 minutes doing that. I hope that you will reflect on this for just a little while. And I wish you a fantastic day ahead. And remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.